Well, happy July 4th, ladies and gentlemen. It's your number one fat American coming to you today with a very special, July 4th video. This is a very special July 4th because for the first time in 30 years, America did not qualify for the World Cup. It's a little bit depressing. So that got me to thinking, what if on this July 4th we are able to go into an Abraham Lincoln time machine and find an alternate reality in which all the greatest American sports athletes played soccer or football. Don't get triggered, guys. Yes, in some weird freaky timeline, American football doesn't exist, NBA doesn't exist. We funnel all of our top athletes into the world's game, the beautiful game. Alright, I'll stop kidding underneath there. So that is what I have done today. I have gone into this alternative timeline and I've taken our best athletes that are usually playing in the NBA and in the NFL and translated their skill sets over to FIFA. What would the US men's national team look like in 2018 at the World Cup? We would have qualified if we had the likes of LeBron James, Steph Curry, Tom Brady in our lineup. This is the team that I've come up with, and of course the main man that everyone's going to be talking about is LeBron James. He's the greatest athlete that we have produced probably since Michael Jordan, and as you can see, he is a staggering 91. Now I put him in the midfield because I think his best position is probably going to be Cam, because he plays in the NBA kind of more of a facilitator than a pure scorer. As you can see, he can score, he can dribble, he's got excellent ball control, he's got excellent vision, but the true standout thing about him is his physicality. He's got amazing agility, balance, jumping, and speed for someone so big. And alongside him is probably his counterpart in the NFL, and that's Tom Brady. Tom Brady is not exactly the most athletically gifted guy in the world, but I would more see him along the lines of kind of like an Andres Iniesta type, you know, amazing vision, can make any pass, but as you can see, LeBron is at a 91 and Brady is at an 86 because, well, Brady's a lot older. As you can see, I had to tone it down. I only made him 33 because if I made him like 35, he would basically disintegrate into nothing. So his stats were a lot higher at the start of the season, but as per usual in the sim, if you watch the Messi sim, I have gone through an entire season, taken over as the men's national team, and simmed all the way until June 2018 at the start of the World Cup. Then out on the right wing is another recognizable face, and that of course is Steph Curry. Now, Steph Curry actually isn't the most athletic player in the NBA, but what he does have is incredible shooting. I put his finishing all the way up at 97 because he is arguably the best shooter in NBA history, and he's got just astronomical range. So I put his long shots up to 99 and his shot power up to 97. So he's going to be absolutely blasting him. He's got excellent ball control, crossing, good distribution. It's everything that you want in a winger. On the left side, you got Russell Westbrook, who is just like an athletic Adonis for someone his size. Just incredible acceleration, pace, and jumping ability, as well as agility. Up top, I went for someone a little bit untraditional. It's Rob Gronkowski. The tight end for the New England Patriots is arguably one of the most unstoppable weapons in the NFL. He is a monster, standing at 6'6", 200, I think he's like 70 pounds or something around there. He's not the fastest, but for his size, he has excellent acceleration and pretty good top end speed, along with just, he's a monster. His strength is out of this world. And then at the CDM position, this is a little bit of a stretch, I do admit, but I'm going with Floyd Mayweather. Arguably the greatest boxer of all time, a defensive boxing specialist. He's only 5'8", so he's kind of like an N'Golo Kante type, and I do get it. He is 40 years old. He's only 33 in here because I want to keep his stats relatively okay. And you know, in the skill attributes, I didn't actually put a lot of his stuff high, but I did put his defensive stats relatively high because he is the greatest defensive boxer of all time. Just watch him in the fight. His ability to anticipate and read the other boxer is just otherworldly. And then at left back, I had a little bit of fun here too. We've gone with the greatest Olympian of all time, and that is Michael Phelps. Now this one is mostly just for fun, and I feel like I got him pretty true to form because he's only a 70, okay? He does his best work in the water, but I feel like, you know, I would be remiss if I didn't put our greatest American Olympian in this team. I put him at left back because, you know, I feel like he won't do as much damage here. All these stats used to be higher, so like his stamina was like 99, his sprint speed was like at 75, His reactions and jumping was a little bit higher than this, but he's 34. So he disintegrated a lot quicker than I thought it would be. That's why I made the ages of the other players a little bit higher than this, because of what happened to Michael Phelps. So forgive me if the ages don't match up. And then with the center back pairing, I went with the 2 best defenders in the NBA currently right now that are American. And that, of course, is Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors and Kawhi Leonard of the San Antonio Spurs. Both are lockdown big men. They're towering forces. Draymond Green is 6'7", while Kawhi Leonard is also 6'7". Both of them are extremely athletic for the size, excellent jumping, good reading of the play, super strong, anticipates, and they got a little bit of offensive play in them as well. And then out on the right side is the sass god himself, Jalen Ramsey, who is the best lockdown cornerback in the NFL. If you guys who are unfamiliar with the cornerback, they're the guys who have to go ahead and try to guard those big ass, super fast, freaks of nature, which are the wide receivers in American football. And Jalen Ramsey has seen the best, faced the best, and completely shut down all of them. That, and he's probably the best shit talker in the NFL, so I had to go in here. And then at the goalkeeper position, I went with Anthony Davis of the New Orleans Hornets. He is 7'1", which is not true. He's actually 7'6", and he's arguably the 2nd or 3rd best overall player in the NBA. He's kind of a waste in the goalkeeper position, if I'm going to be completely honest. But the reason why I put him in there is he's 7'6", and he moves as if he's a small forward. So imagine a 7'6" guy who's as agile as someone who's 6 feet tall. And on the bench, we got a couple more of America's top athletes. I got DeAndre Jordan as our backup goalkeeper. He usually leads the NBA in blocked shots, so thought he'd make a pretty good keeper. Xavier Rhodes, aka All Roads Are Closed, another lockdown corner in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers, most people consider him the 2nd best quarterback in the NFL. Richard Sherman, another lockdown corner. Chris Paul, aka CP3, is an excellent point guard, and I could see him definitely being a good leader on the field. Kevin Durant is a backup striker for Rob Gronkowski. He is one of the most elite offensive, probably the best pure offensive talent in the NBA. James Harden is the current reigning MVP of the NBA. Odell Beckham Jr. coming off of injury, but he's been fantastic, lightning quick. Russell Wilson is an excellent field general, but is also a nice combination of athleticism. And then we have Earl Thomas at the CDM position because he's probably the best rangy safety in the NFL. And then we also have Anthony Brooks and Christian Pulisic for good measure. They're pretty good. They probably make the team. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take this team and we're going to see how far in the World Cup would America's best athletes go. And I also put all of them onto Liverpool. The reason why I did that is 1, they're American owned. 2, LeBron James actually has a stake in Liverpool, so I thought it would be fun to see how they did in the regular season. And if we go ahead and check at the player stats at the end of the Premier League, it was actually Kevin Durant, not Rob Gronkowski, who won the Golden Boot with 18 goals. And then Steph Curry was also in 7th place with 13, not all too shabby. Well, let's go over to his. Kevin Durant also won the freaking Golden Ball Award. Is there anyone else from Liverpool over here? Henderson, well, was in 4th place, so well done, Hendo. And then, as you can see in clean sheets, Anthony Davis had 12 clean sheets, tied for 2nd place. And DeAndre Jordan was actually on here as well in 7th place with 8 clean sheets. But now, the main event. Let's go ahead. Let's take the boys into the 2018 Russia World Cup. And if you were excited to see what LeBron James, what Steph Curry, what Tom Brady can do at the World Cup, go ahead, take your double, smush it onto that like button right now. It's your goddamn patriot. And wow, we have been drawn into a group of death. It's Germany, Northern Ireland, United States, and Colombia. That's not an easy group. But all right, let's begin. USA versus Germany. Last time at the World Cup, we actually ended up drawing the group stages, but Matt Hummels goes ahead and gets on the board. Steph Curry goes ahead and pulls one back in the 19th minute. We got a match on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Quickly approaching into halftime. Kawhi Leonard has picked himself up a yellow. Westbrook comes through with the 2nd goal. Let's go. Michael Phelps is injured though. Michael, no. And Rob Gronkowski makes it 3-1. That is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. An emphatic start for Team USA. Suck it, Germany. USA. Michael Phelps has suffered a broken metatarsal and will be out for 5 weeks. He is just not used to being on land. All right, second match up against Northern Ireland. This should be the easiest match in here. Westbrook already getting on the board in the 5th minute. We've also replaced Tom Brady because he had a little bit of stamina issue. And then here we go. Northern Ireland pulled one back. It is 1-1 going into halftime. Let's see how it goes on to here. We've started the second half. Not much is going on. Wow, I was talking a lot of shit, but Northern Ireland could actually pull this out. Is it going to be a draw? 80th minute. Rogers in for James. 90th minute. It's a 1-1 draw. Ooh. As you can see right here, with 2 games played, the United States sits on top with better goal differential than Colombia with 4 points apiece. Northern Ireland and Germany both have 1, but it's not guaranteed that we actually go through. All right, I mixed up the roster a little bit. I've reinserted Tom Brady into the lineup as well as put Kevin Durant up top for Rob Gronkowski. Let's see how it goes, baby. I'm going to invoke it. We're going full eagle. Let's go, America. Let's go! No, Brady got hurt! Brady, no! How will we go on? But Durant comes through in the 23rd minute! Let's go! Oh my god, it's halftime. Brady's been playing through the injury, though. Incredible! Rodriguez is up! Kevin Durant with the brace! Oh my god, we've been having this secret weapon on the bench this whole entire time, and we haven't used it. Xavier Rhodes picks up a red card. We are down a second fullback. Okay. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you guys, the reason why we're going to win the World Cup is pretty much decided. Is the person that is coaching this side is the greatest coach in modern American history. And that, of course, is Bill Belichick. The man lives, breathes, and eats and cheats his way to glory every single season. Oh my god, look at this round of 16. We're up against Uruguay, but that is actually one of the stronger sides that are in here. A lot of teams that usually don't even make it in. China has made it into this World Cup. Big ups, by the way. We got major issues here. Tom Brady is probably out for the remainder of this World Cup. To replace him, I'm going to put Aaron Rodgers. You know, he's arguably a better quarterback than Tom Brady is at this point of his career. Xavier Rhodes is down, which means we've lost both of our fullbacks. This is going to be interesting. I do not know who I should be playing here. I don't even know who this De Leon guy is. Did we just randomly call up someone? Wait, where did this guy come from? So I'm actually going to put Chris Paul at the left back position. And that's because his defensive stats are actually relatively high because he's a great on-ball defender in the NBA. All right, boys, let's bring it back. USA versus Uruguay. Let's take down the biter. Let's go. Who got this? Who got this, baby? Who got this? Let's bring it home. Well, I mean, it's not really where you're going to bring it down. But Kevin Durant scores another one. Oh, my God. We should have been starting Durant from the beginning. Yo, I can't see through this mess. Kevin Durant scores again. He's unstoppable. Oh, my God. You're the real MVP, Kevin. You're the real MVP. 2-0 headed into the 80th minute. And Kevin Durant hat trick. Oh, my God. I mean, why is he so goddamn unstoppable, bro? Why is he just so goddamn unstoppable? And look at the quarters. Well, I thought for sure we were going to go up against Messi, but Argentina gets knocked out 2-1 by Turkey. The other matchup is, I believe, Cameroon versus Brazil, Italy versus Belgium, but Italy already won on that side, and France beat Peru. So it's going to be an Italy versus France semi, and now we have to decide who goes into our semi, and right now, I have a semi. Also to note, Kevin Durant has played 2 games. He's only played the knockout stage and the final game of the group stages, and he is already tied for Golden Boot along with Neymar and Insigne of Italy. All right, let's get it in versus Turkey. I'm not going to talk any shit here. Let's just smush them. Let's just smush them, USA. Show them! Show them what the Eagles can do! All right? We're actually not doing all too much. Chris Paul's got himself a yellow card, and that's all that has happened. LeBron James, the king, is finally on the board at the World Cup. As we go into it, and Aaron Rodgers gets himself a second. Comfortably in the lead now. Rob Gronkowski on for Kevin Durant. No! What keeps on happening? Why do we keep on losing left backs? We played 4 games. We played 5 games and we've lost 3 fullbacks. Yet again, we have lost another fullback. Chris Paul is on a red, but I think Xavier Rhodes should be able to return. Yes, Xavier Rhodes is now back, and we can use them in our lineup once more. And what? Tom Brady is no longer hurt, so we're going to go ahead and insert him in there for Aaron Rodgers. And we are going to face Brazil in the semifinals for a chance to go to a World Cup final. Italy has defeated France on pens. All right, baby. Semifinals of the World Cup. Let's go, America! Up against the powerhouse! What's going on? Fabinho goes ahead and gets himself a yellow card in the first 5 minutes of the game, but nothing else is going. What are we going to have here? LeBron James! The king is on the board again! And Westbrook puts out a second! Is this going to be a round? We're into the second half right here. Brazil is bringing on some big guns, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense of America is too safe. Rodgers misses a pin, but it's fine. That is it. USA is going to the World Cup final, boys! Let's go! Here we go. The World Cup final of 2018 is going to be two teams who didn't even qualify for the World Cup. Italy versus Estados Unidos. And going into the World Cup final, we have a four-way tie on goals. Kevin Durant, Thauvin, Insigne, and Neymar both have 5 apiece. Of course, 2 of them are eliminated, but I believe Thauvin and Neymar could play in the third place game and score a few goals, so every one of the top 4 is still in play for the Golden Boot. Assist-wise, though, it's like a million-way tie for 2, so Westbrook, you got a shot here, buddy. And then clean sheets, it's a tie between Courtois and Anthony Davis. So if you can pick up another clean sheet here, Anthony Davis can win the Golden Glove. All right, boys. The World Cup final, Italy versus USA. Can the USA, with all of their new firepower, win it, their first World Cup title, or will a traditional powerhouse of football show the Americans how it is done? Jalen Ramsey goes there and picks up a yellow card. Draymond Green picks up a yellow card. Bernardeschi and Italy are on the board first. America clawed 2 back. Steph Curry and Westbrook combined. Ramsey got a red card. We gotta play with 10 men for the rest of the match. Hold on, America. No, Mobley pulls one back, and we're going into extra time with only 10 men. Curry pulls another one in extra time. It's 3-2, but it's 3-3 again. Italy, an all-time classic, and we lose on pens. Are you kidding me? What a ridiculous World Cup final. Jalen Ramsey, the Sass God, got himself a red card in the 59th minute. And then, oh my God, this is just absolutely pandemonium. Steph Curry scored 2, Westbrook scored 2, 1 in extra time, but Bellotti was able to pull one back in the 110th minute. And then Italy take it on pens. But I honestly do think if we could go back in time and the NBA and the NFL didn't exist and we funneled all our top athletes into world football, we probably would have made a couple of World Cup finals and probably won 1 or 2. Just being a cocky American. Well, let me know up in the eye thing is over here. Where do you think a U.S. men's national team with all of America's top athletes would have finished in this year's World Cup? Because this World Cup is actually kind of weird. But if we go ahead and we finish it off, I guess it's a 5-way tie between Thauvin, Durant, Bellotti, Neymar, and Insigne for the Golden Boot. I think it goes to whoever had the most assists. So let's check over to there. Neymar had 2, so I guess he's going to take home the Golden Boot. And then as for clean sheets, it's a tie between Anthony Davis of the United States as well as Thibaut Courtois of Belgium. But yeah, if you want to check out other on-ball content, go ahead and click over here. This is what if Messi played for Spain. It's weird, but it actually could have happened. And then go ahead and check over here where I break FIFA 18 World Cup mode. Yeah, it's very strange. But anyway, that is it from me, your Lord and Savior BMOnus. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. And until next time, guys, boys, stay thick.